Good morning. Monday morning. And it's 7 o'clock and it is 39 degrees. I slept great. My sleeping bag does its job all the time. I love my Nemo Disco. And we're just waking up, so we're gonna get out here, do a little cleanup, and wait for that sun to pop up. Hopefully dry some of this off because it is wet on the from the condensation. So catch up with you when we have breakfast. Well, the sun's starting to rise over here, so we're gonna give it some time. And I grabbed the map because I didn't do that yesterday, and I want to kind of go over it and show you the progress that we made. These are map numbers, not day numbers. So we started all the way up here at the Roline Boat Ramp at mile marker 202. And then from there we went down here. My lines are okay. And then we passed the Turner Bridge Park Boat Ramp. Remember there was an old bridge there. And we kept on going to the Cypress Creek Lawns, which is that bridge. It's Highway 6. We passed that. And then we passed Bay Creek. And we got down here to Hunter Creek. And then I think we saw that little waterfall. We saw a couple of them. So I'm not really sure if we did or not. So, but we know we passed it. And then we went all the way down here. And then we got up here and we looked at that river campsite. And we weren't too fond of it. I wasn't, right? So then we came around those corners hoping to find something better. And we didn't really, and then we made it to Cone Bridge Boat Ramp right there. So we're gonna put day one here. Just waiting for water to boil. Sun's getting up there a bit more. It's about to break over the trees, hopefully. But we pulled our gear out to hopefully get some of that sunlight, I'm hoping. I would like to get on the water soon so I can start paddling. But I figure we had a late start yesterday and we did pretty good with 16 miles. So even if I started at 10, which I won't, it will be earlier than that. We'll be doing pretty good. Today I'm just going with some cheddar cheese grits. Quick, easy breakfast. And delicious. I love grits. They're instant, you know, but I mean, I love homemade grits and shrimp. I love shrimp and grits. But this will have to do out here. I do hear there are a couple of restaurants, or one or two maybe, that you can pull off and enjoy a restaurant quality meal. And then of course, once we get to Brantford, I am looking forward to a burger from, I think it's called the Burger Den? I'm not sure, it's the only burger joint in Brandon. Brantford. Whatever that town is, Brantford. That's it. So I am going to stop and get a burger there on my way home. Oh, I think we're coming to a boil now. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a second and thicken up a little bit. Then we're gonna eat breakfast. Give it one more. What for? There we go. And good to go. All right. So like I mentioned yesterday, we're gonna try riding with all this gear in the back. See if it anchors the rear. Even with me sitting here, I guess wasn't enough. So that's what we're gonna do. We got more to load up. So we're leaving Cone Road Bridge where we spent the night. And we're going on to Big Shoals. So let's quit. Trip computer, enter. So, remember how I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get on the water after 10 today? Well, I guess I'm old and procrastinate because it's 10:44 and we're just now taking off, which the river's cooking. It's almost at 3 miles per hour. So that's going to help and be in our favor today. The temperature is wonderful. And the sun is out, but there's a nice breeze and it's cool enough that I don't have to really worry about sweating. Although I am, because I just packed the boat and packed up the tent and packed everything, and well, you know, it doesn't take much for me to sweat. Look at this little stream coming in. It's awesome. Wow. That's pretty. Oh, look at that. No trespassing, private property, but there's a little staircase there and stuff. Huh. So we got to put some miles on today. I'm such a procrastinator, and I didn't get started until 10:45, we'll say. So I can't stop and look at every tiny little stream or creek. I gotta paddle on, and then we'll spend some time at Big Shoals. But we'll see how far we get today. All right. I will check back in with y'all when I see something that I just can't pass up. I think putting the luggage in the rear of the boat and putting, I guess, all the weight, including myself, which, again, I'm mid-boat, I think putting it back there has helped, like I said, anchor the back. So, like, I don't spin as much. I am finding myself, curving a little one way or another, but it's not spinning me and trying to take the rear end like it did yesterday. I love it. This is peaceful and relaxing, and it's going to be a better day all around than day one, but day one was still good despite the hiccups. I think I'm going to make my own Zach Bryan song. If you don't know who that is, just check him out. If you like country blues, kind of. I don't know, he's one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm not going to make a Zach Bryan song. I'm going to make my song, KLR Camper song. And it'll be in the spirit of Zach Bryan.
Think I'm going to paddle the Suwannee River, camping along the way. Eat freeze-dried food at night, drink some Fireball whiskey to keep my soul warm while I'm away. When it gets really cold, I'll think about my bed at home and how it's comfy and
This is why I'm not a singer. I made that up on the spot too, so. Comfy and far away. Oh, I like that, okay.
that's comfy and far away. Spending 7 days out here and nights too, where the stars appear. I think I'm in love with this place. The river's majestic and pretty. All the cypress trees, along with the limestone, takes my breath away.
I don't know. You think that will go platinum? I should record it. It's just amazing. I just can't get over it. Nothing, of course it's my first time, but nothing is boring. Everything out here is just gorgeous. Look at that big sandy beach ahead. That's crazy. Pretty. That would have been a good place to camp last night, for sure. I think we had a pretty good one. This morning, a couple people pulled up to the boat ramp while I was procrastinating, but they didn't bother me. One individual asked me where I put in. And that beach is, that's idea for beach camping. Huh. Oh, there's a rope over here, so people come here. It looks like a path up there. I'm surprised this isn't on my GPS. It's probably private property. That's why. Yep. I see it right now. Post it. No trespassing. Oh well. Onward we go. giant trees are amazing. And then in front of me, I'm gonna paddle to it and get a good view of it. It's a pretty little creek, tiny waterfall. I don't know, that's coming into the Spruce, no, not Spruce Creek, the Suwannee. Check that out. That's cool. That's real cool. Time to go. That's me getting sidetracked again. I need to be paddling down this river, but I need to enjoy myself as well. Another tiny little waterfall. Nowhere to go on that one, but it makes cool sounds, and it's flowing. It's pretty cool, I think. We are getting close to Big Shoals. There is a kayak canoe takeout. I've been there on the KLR, and I think we're gonna stop there. I'll get a chance to refill my water bottles and use a proper restroom so we don't have an incident like we did yesterday where we lost the GPS and filled the boat up with water. And yeah, anyway. That's what we're going to do. We're almost there. I'll check back with you. And there it is. Big Shoals takeout. Alright, we've arrived. This was underwater to the railings when I came here on the KLR. And now you can see the water has gone down. Yeah. I don't see a deck under there, so we're gonna have to figure this one out. Okay. And grab that. Feel like we'll be getting out right here. Huh? I don't like it. Okay. We can do this. How about this? What if we did this? Wedge the boat there. It's on the step. Here we go. Whirl. Okay. So there's the boat down there. I got it leashed up to the hand guard. So we're gonna go refill our bottles and see what else we can do up here that needs to be done. Water. So I found this water spigot and I am filling up my bottles, or actually I already filled up my bottles, and that's one less thing to worry about. Alright, we got our water and we used the restroom and we did a little clean up on the face and the hands, so I'll probably have to apply some more sunscreen if we're blaring in that. It's only a mile to the Big Shoals takeout. So then we'll be pulling the boat out and portaging it. I'm walking back to the boat now, and I'll see you there. All right, to the shoals we go. Push off, paddle. Okay, we got specs, hat. Turn around. Glad we got water again. That's good. We got another gallon to last us for food and drinking. Look at that. Look at that limestone. I love it. It's just beautiful. Close one. Oop. It bumped a little bit. There's a Coors Light unopened right there. I couldn't grab it. I wouldn't drink it, Coors Light, but I'd get it out of the river. Maybe it'll save somebody's life. Pretty sure that one said danger. Danger? Shoals 3/4 of a mile? I think that's what it said. So, definitely, probably, most likely, we'll camp here tonight. It's 3 o'clock already, and I haven't made it to the shoals. And I know I want to film a lot of that for myself, for you all. So I also have to pull the boat around. So, yeah, that's going to take time, and it'll be like 5 o'clock again, and I have to find a campsite and set up camp for the night. But that's okay. I wanted to just camp here anyway. I just starting to feel like I'm definitely behind on mileage, which is my only restriction, is I have to be back to my truck, right? So that I can go home and go to work and go back to normal life. The only caveat to that is if for some reason these shoals aren't as impressive as they looked when I was here last time, and I didn't even make it down there to them. I just flew the drone over it. Maybe we bypass and see how far we can go. Making this up as a go, kinda. At least the day-to-day. We know which way the river's going. Coming around this bend here, and I can just now start to hear them. Oh, it's the first turtle I've seen the whole trip. Sorry, I got distracted by a turtle. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I can faintly hear the roar of the shoals. I don't know if you can hear it through the microphone. It's only going to get louder. So we're going to stay river left here. Okay. Am I seeing something? I think so. Oh. I can hear it now. I think that's the drop right there in front of us. Oh yeah, that's definitely the shoals. Okay. Find it intriguing how the water's so calm right here. I thought it would be faster maybe, but I guess that's, I don't know, I guess that's how it is. I need to research that. But yeah, up there, pretty crazy, and I can't even see the rest. But we will. We will. Alright, we're coming up to the takeout. Let's see what the sign says. Warning. For your safety, portage now. Hazardous rapids ahead. Well, can't argue with that. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. See how deep this is. Okay, we'll push the boat some more. Put our weight on this side. We can push it a little more. Okay. There we are. You can get that water. All right, I'm tuckered, but we got it up, and now we gotta pull it up there. Let's go. This is where we put in, but I think it's going to be a great view of the shoals. I can see the shoals. Oh boy. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh wow. Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't ride it. Well, I'm told all the way over there on the right you could do it. Maybe. But I have no skills in this. And I didn't want today to be the first time I tried. It also looks like a nice little campsite that people use. Maybe we'll use it tonight. I don't know. Wow. Well, I'm gonna go get the boat and keep moving on to the portage. We're gonna take a break. Okay, this is not great, but doable. So this trail we just turned onto used to go straight through there. But as you can see, there's a giant uprooted tree and a bunch of other ones there, and it's full of water, and you can't go that way anymore. So from here, you go under the trees, and then you gotta go around this ditch. And then there's a little sketch thing. You got to pull the boat through or carry it if you were doing that. And then it reconnects to the trail. So that's what we're doing. Well, I'm going to have to lower you down to get through this. So enjoy this view. Okay. All right, change of plans. It is 10 till 5, and I went ahead and scouted up here and around, and there is a couple more trees down. There's that sketchy part there, and it seems like it goes way too long, whereas my GPS has a optional put in here, which I could either guess was that campsite or it's destroyed and gone, because all of this is just obliterated. The trail is supposed to go straight through that, but it's just obliterated now. So my new plan is, while we were up at that campsite, we had that alligator sign, said no swimming, but there's access down to the water. It's a steep one, but I think it could be done. So given the time, I'm gonna backtrack to that campsite, leave the boat up there at the campsite with me and my gear. I'm gonna set up a hammock, maybe a tarp, and spend the night there by the rapids with a great view and everything, and make the most of this. I had hoped to be several more miles down the river, but this thing is, it's beating my definitely. So that's the deal. It's going to be a gorgeous campsite, that's for sure. And then continue on tomorrow. So let's get this done. I am going to power through. So I just got my boat up here and I was settling in, and like this gentleman walks up with his bag and asked if I'm camping here tonight. And I said, I sure am. And he's like, oh, okay. And I said, but there's plenty of room, sir. He's an older gentleman named Frank, and they're tent camping, so I'm gonna hang my hammock between these two trees, and they can set up tents over there or whatever. We're gonna set up the hammock for tonight right by the rapids. And hopefully the spread works. Where did I put that other strap? Oh yeah, it's gonna fit. I have no doubt. Let's test it. Okay. Oh yeah. That's good. That'll do. Yeah. So we didn't really do as good as I thought we would do today. So we started at Cone Bridge Road Boat Ramp. That's where we camped last night. So then got on the water here, and we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 178. We get to flip it. 9, 10 to big shoals. And then 11 puts us at the actual shoals where we're at right now, camping. The portage was horrendous. Half of it's, or not even half, more than half, is like destroyed. And I had no clue about that. You saw that earlier. So we really have to put the pedal to the metal tomorrow. And if we want to get to Woods Ferry, where we get a roof over our head, we have to do 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4, 5, 6. We have to do 16 miles tomorrow. And we're supposed to average 18 a day. So now that we're through these rapids and stuff, I hope the water's moving a little bit faster and we can just really put our paddle on and go. I want to get to Woods Ferry Camp tomorrow. And that's almost across the whole second page. So that's it's quite a bit. I did get the hammock set up that I'll be sleeping in tonight. It's my Hammock seagull. I don't know how they say it. Anyway, it's the traditional hang. I got a tarp set up over top of it so that condensation won't be an issue. And if it does sprinkle, I'm covered. It's supposed to get cold tonight. So I have the sleeping bag, and I was thinking about putting my closed foam cell pad down in it, just to give me some insulation from the cold air, because this seagull is super thin. It's like silk. Super thin, but it's strong and it's comfortable. So I'll probably do that. I got my batteries charging, the canoes behind me. I met these guys, Frank and Rick. They're from Alabama. They're paddling Suwannee as well, and they're super nice. Rick asked if he could use my sea tug like I was using on my canoe, and I absolutely said yes. So they were thankful for that. And they're going to leave early, so they're going to help me move my boat, but I guess it depends on how early they wake up. They've already gone to bed, and it's 7:30, so good on them. I haven't eaten dinner, so I'm going to get that taken care of, change my clothes into sleeping clothes, and I'll get back with you. Luck of the draw tonight is beef stroganoff with noodles, it says, in case we didn't know. And I'm ready to start heating the water, but first I think it's some time for some Fireball. So let's put a little bit in there, because that's got to last us. So I don't need a lot tonight anyway. Hopefully I can get out on the water early and get some miles down, like I was saying earlier. So let's get our cook kit out and start boiling water for this. Should take no time to boil. While that's coming to a boil, salute. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta give it a stir. An initial stir. Okay. Seal it up. Cooking water. We'll need that in the morning. Drinking water. And then fire water. I might end up in that hammock earlier than I expect too. Today was an exhausting day. Let's talk about it. So we woke up at Cone Bridge, and that was good. Everything was great. We packed up. We did procrastinate and launched way late. It was like 10:45, so I need to work on that. There was a woman in a trailer who said good morning and hello. And it seems like she talks to every paddler, because I ran into a couple of them. Or I should say, I ran into one at the portage entrance. But then that fellow, he just rode the rapids. He took it. I didn't see how he did, but he didn't come back, I guess. So good on him. Kind of wish I did that. Honestly, it would have saved a lot of time. We would have been scooting down the river and camping somewhere else tonight. So the other side of the coin is I do get to sleep by these rapids, and I did want to do that. So once we got to that portage, it was just, things turned ugly. First of all, it was a pretty steep incline. You probably saw that. And then the portage is obliterated. It's almost non-existent. I mean, you can do it, but it's some sketchy stuff. And honestly, I just didn't feel it. You know, I walked the path, and, you know, aside for the first two trees that we went under, you have to go through around a circle to get around that ditch. Then it's like this narrow path that, you know, I'd be concerned about the canoe getting through there. And then further down, there's more trees. And I mean, who knows what was beyond that? Because I was just like, nope, forget it. We need to regroup, rethink this, reevaluate, and figure it out. So that's what we did. That's why we're here. It should be dinner time now. Yep, I was talking on a tangent. Okay, so let's see how it looks now. It actually doesn't look bad. Let's get the spoon in there and stir it again. Little pieces of beef in there, and there's noodles. Okay. First bite, here we go. Oh, that's good. No, I like that. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. 2 bites. And I salute you all. I'll see you at bedtime. All right, guys. Well, I'm climbing into my hammock and into my sleeping bag. I got that CCF pad here. You can't see it, but it's there. And I'm gonna go to sleep. It's 9:30 almost. So, calling it early tonight. I'll see y'all in the morning.